Rank 1. The Street Kid, age 15 to 17. You are 15 years old and the car isn't yours. It belongs to your cousin Marco, a 1993 Nissan 240SX he lets you take to an empty industrial estate on Sunday mornings. His one rule: if you crash it, you fix it yourself. You crash it twice. You fix it both times. The first time the rear end steps out the way you actually intended, not a panic snap, but a controlled, deliberate slide you started, maintained, and corrected, you feel something that has no clean description. A conversation between you and the car, conducted through the steering wheel and the throttle at speed, where you are not driving the machine but negotiating with it. You are hooked in a way that frightens you, because you already know this is not a hobby you can have halfway. You find grassroots drift events, informal competitions, low entry fees, no prize money. Marco drives 4 hours each way to take you to the first one. You finish last. You don't care. You watched the top drivers and understood everything they did and why, even the things you couldn't do yourself yet. On the drive home, Marco says, "You've got the eye for it. I comes first. Hands come later." You don't sleep that night. You're still running the course in your head at 3 a.m. Rank 2. The Grassroots Grind, age 17 to 20. Your own car now. A 1995 Nissan S14, $2,800, bought from a man whose wife made him sell it. You work 20 hours a week at a parts store. Every dollar goes into the car or entry fees. You eat badly, sleep less than your body wants, and stop going to parties because every dollar has a destination and the destination is never a party. Your dad thinks it's a phase. Your mum worries quietly. Your friends stop inviting you to things. You don't care, or rather, you care, but the caring doesn't change anything. The grassroots scene has no margin. No safety nets. No team helping you. If the car breaks, you fix it. If you crash, you deal with it alone. Financially, physically, emotionally. You win your first event at 18. Not the final, the top 8. But you win it. $50 in prize money. You put it straight back into tires. Of course you do. Rank 3. The Crash, age 19. Every drifter has one real crash. This is yours. Cold Saturday morning, Fresno. The S14 is making 280 horsepower now. Us are 20 DT swap you built yourself over the summer. You are faster than you have ever been, and that is exactly the problem. Going into the final, you carry just slightly too much speed on entry. Drifting punishes, just slightly, without mercy. The rear steps too far. Your correction overcorrects. The car rotates the wrong way and hits the tire wall at 40 miles per hour. You are fine. The car is not. Bent rear subframe. Destroyed quarter panel. $8,000 of work, most of it your own money, gone in 1 second. You sit in the car for a long time before getting out. Not from shock. Just processing. You start the rebuild the next morning. The fear is there now, a new kind of fear that wasn't there before. But the fear is the price of admission, and you've known that since the first Sunday morning in Marco's 240SX. 6 weeks later, the car lives again. You go back to competing. Rank 4. The first sponsor, age 21 to 23. A tire brand wants to put their name on your car. $300 a month and free tires. At your level, free tires is everything. Free tires means more events. More events means more seat time. More seat time means better. You treat the sponsorship more seriously than the company expected. Monthly reports nobody asked for. Trade show appearances. You understand instinctively that sponsors don't pay for logo space. They pay for the story you tell about their product. By 22, 2 more sponsors. A suspension company, a wheel brand. The car looks professional now. People photograph it at events. More importantly, you are consistently on the podium at regional level. Your name is being mentioned alongside national level drivers by the people whose opinions in this scene actually matter. You enter your first Formula Drift Pro 2 event, borrowed money, a budget held together with hope and a performance bonus that might not materialize. You qualify 14th out of 32. You beat 2 drivers who've been in the series for 3 years. On the drive home, you feel something opening up ahead of you. A possibility larger than anything you've previously allowed yourself to imagine. Rank 5. The Pro Series, age 23 to 26. The year it almost ends. Full Pro 2 season. Thin budget, self-prepared car, van life at events, gas station food for 3 days straight. But it's funded. Season starts well. Top 8 at Long Beach. Top 16 at Road Atlanta. Then round 4. You're in the top 8 against Tyler Reeves, factory supported, a car worth 4 times yours. You are matching him door to door when his rear clips your front. The impact spins you out. Not your fault. The judges call it a racing incident after 45 minutes. You're out of the event. You hold it together in the media area. You say the right things. You shake his hand. Then you go back to the van, sit in the dark, and feel something more dangerous than fear. Am I good enough? Is the budget ever going to be enough? Is this what my 20s are, losing on contact calls at events I can almost win? You call Marco. He doesn't say anything inspiring. He just asks, what was your angle on entry? What would you do differently? You talk technical for an hour. The doubt is still there when you hang up. But under it, unaffected, is the one thing that was always there. You still want to go back and do it again. That's how you know you're a real racing driver. Not because you're fearless. Because the fear never wins. Rank 6. The factory team, age 27 to 29. A team principal named Ray Inoue finds you in the paddock after a podium finish. He says, your car is always the 5th fastest on the grid. Your results are better than that. What does that tell you? You say, the driver is outperforming the equipment. He gives you his card. 2 seasons later you are a factory-supported driver. Full budget. A twin-turbo V8 making 1,050 horsepower. 3 engineers whose entire job is making the car faster. A data system that breaks down every run to fractions of a second. For the first time in your career, the car is not the limiting factor. Which means the only limiting factor is you. That pressure is unlike anything you have experienced. When the car was the limitation, your job was clear. Extract the maximum from what you had. When you are the limitation, the job becomes uncomfortable, being honest, constantly, about where you are falling short. First season with the team, 4th in the championship. Ray tells you, without softening it, 4th means the car was capable of 1st. Second season, 2nd in the championship. A dominant win at Evergreen Speedway, both runs, perfect scores, the crowd the loudest you've heard since you were a teenager watching through the fence dreaming about this. After Seattle, a journalist asks what winning feels like. You say, I haven't won yet. Ask me when I have. They print that everywhere. It follows you for years. Rank 7, the World Championship Final, age 31. Formula Drift World Championship Final. Auto Club Speedway, California. 60,000 people. Broadcast in 32 countries. Your opponent, Kenji Park, 3-time series champion, the most technically complete drifter of his generation. 2 battles. You lead first, then follow. Battle 1, your lead run. Entry angle perfect. Proximity to the inner clip within centimeters. Clean through every transition. The crowd reacts before the judges score. You know it's right. Battle 2, you follow Kenji. He makes no mistakes. Of course he doesn't, he's been here 4 times before. You match his line through 3 zones, maintaining proximity that the commentators will later say was almost physically impossible. You don't straighten once. 6 minutes of judging. The longest 6 minutes of your life. You stand next to the car. You don't look at the scoreboard. You go through both runs frame by frame in your head. The scores go up. Your lead, 96.4. His lead, 94.1. You have won the Formula Drift World Championship by 2.3 points. You don't scream. You don't jump. You put both hands on the roof of the car and stand completely still for 5 seconds. You think about Marco's 240SX on a Sunday morning. The crash at 19. The van. The contact call that sent you to sit in the dark and feel doubt for the first time. You think, every single part of it brought me here. Then the crew arrives and everything becomes noise. Epilogue. Somewhere right now there's a 15-year-old on an empty car park. Borrowed car. Bald rear tires. Music from a phone on the dashboard. The rear end steps out, for the first time, exactly the way they wanted it to. And they feel it. The conversation. The thing with no clean description. They don't know yet what it's going to cost them. The money, the sleep, the crash, the years of doubt. But they're already in. From the moment that rear end moved, they were already in. Just like you were. Level by level. Scar by scar.